My name is Chonge. I'm the CEO of Epos watches in Switzerland. Epos is a producer of mechanical Swiss watches. It was founded in 1983 by Peter Hofer, who is an expert for mechanic watches. So in the 1980s, when everybody moved from mechanic watches to quartz watches, Peter Hofer decided that mechanical watches are still a viable segment and there is still a need for these kind of watches. So with that in mind, he founded Epos with a close focus on mechanic watches with complex mechanisms and nice movements. And he was lucky because he had a close collaboration with James Aubert SA, which is a watch company that produced modifications for mechanic movements since the early 1900s. So he based the first Epos mechanisms on that knowledge, and this is how the first Epos products developed. I stem from a family with deep roots in the Swiss watch industry. My dad has been a top manager in this industry for a long time, and my mother stems from a long line of watchmakers. And as you can imagine, with a family that involved in watches, I pretty much grew up in the Swiss watch industry. Epos is a true family company. My sister helps me with the daily business. My brother-in-law, so my sister's husband, is the designer of the watches. My uncle is one of our most trusted watchmakers, and many of our employees are long-term employees that feel like family as well. And my parents are still in the board of directors, giving us guidance whenever we need it. Epos is located in Lengnau, which is at the foot of the Jura Mountains. And the Jura Mountains are famous for their independent watchmakers. For us, it's very important to be located in such a center of the watch industry and benefit from all the different connections and the know-how that is embedded in this region. Epos has always focused on specialty mechanic watches with nice functions, pretty much similar to what the big brands are doing, but at a much more affordable price. So you could say the DNA of the company really is top Swiss quality, nicely decorated mechanic movements, sophisticated complications and special functions, and an attention to detail that rounds up the entire product and makes an Epos watch what an Epos watch is. All Epos models are based on reliable Swiss mechanic movements. Those movements are then decorated nicely with hurlage patterns with côte de Genève or blued screws and skeletonized in some cases even. And some models are then modified. We add special functions to them, like a big moon or a Verso modification. All this is then taken and packed up nicely in premium cases with nice brushes and polishes, and even made prettier with nice dial designs. Nowadays, watches are not just tools anymore to check the time. There is a structural break, of course, in our industry. There is a move from offline to online. And yes, smartwatches are a thing, but our customers, they value the craftsmanship that goes into creating such mechanic masterpieces. And Epos, as a small family company, has the flexibility to adapt to the market conditions as well. So no matter the circumstances, one thing will always prevail, and that's our love for the artistry in watchmaking.